Hey everyone, Justin Shaffer here to run through a quick breakdown of the gear I'm going to be taking on my upcoming Dall sheep trip. It's going to be a 10-day unsupported backpack hunt here in Alaska this August. Planning range for temps is 30 to 60 degrees, but it's not uncommon this time of year to see it drop below that, run into snow, rain, sleet mix. But the gear and clothing that I've chosen for this trip will cover me for any of those temperature ranges or any inclement weather that I might run into out there. It's going to be covering a lot of miles in some pretty nasty country, so went with a pretty ultralight setup for this hunt. First thing I want to get into is the pack that I chose. Decided to go with the Pro LT 7000. Gives me the room and volume that I need, but cuts down some of the weight over the other Pro Series packs. Combine that with a large pack rain fly cover, which is a must-have out here in these hunts. As far as my clothing selection goes, what I'm wearing in on the hunt, I'm not taking any change of clothes with the exception of 2 extra sets of socks and then 1 set of boxer briefs. Otherwise, what I'm wearing in there is what I've got, with the exception of some insulation warmth pieces to add to it. So starting top to bottom, got the Icon cap. My go-to base layer is a Peloton 118 long sleeve shirt. Pants that I chose for this trip are the Katana stretch woven. It's a great pant, lightweight, cool, but super abrasion resistant. Perfect pant for this time of year for this type of hunt. Gonna be running the strong wool hybrid crew socks. I'll have one of these on, and as I said, I've got 2 spares to rotate out throughout the trip. And then to finish off at the bottom, I am going with the Katana Storm Gaiters. As far as head and hands go, inside the small zip dry bag, I've got a Peloton 240 beanie, a Peloton 97 neck gaiter, and a set of Strong Fleece 220 gloves. Keep this inside my pack. It's water resistant. It's consolidated. I know where it is at all times. Anytime I dump my pack, I can pull this off, stick it in my cargo pocket, so I've always got it with me. If temps drop and I need some more coverage, I brought a set of Guide X gloves. I run them a size larger. That way the Strong Fleece 220 liners will fit inside of them, and it gives me more added warmth. As far as rain gear goes for this trip, bringing a set of Chugach TR top and bottoms. And then, as always, running the Pro Bino harness, size XL that fits my Swarovski EL range 10x42 binoculars. And then I've got 2 of our rangefinder pouches on the side. First one's got my backup rangefinder, and then the other one carries incidental equipment that I like to have on me, multi-tool, wind meter, lens cloth, chapstick, things like that. As far as insulation goes, I brought a set of Super Down Pro hooded jacket and a set of Super Down Ultra pants. I don't go anywhere in the world on any type of hunt without a set of Super Down with me. Keep them in a small roll top dry bag. This stays inside my pack at all times. Combined with a set of rain gear, you get stuck out on the mountain, and this will provide you all the protection that you need to ride it out throughout the night before you can get back to camp. As far as other clothing goes, as I said, I got 2 sets of socks, a set of boxer briefs, a set of Peloton 118 zip-off bottoms, and then one of my favorite must-have go-to pieces is the Peloton 97 fleece hoodie. As far as warp to weight ratio, there's no reason you shouldn't have this in your pack for any hunt that you're doing. As far as my sleep system goes, I'm going with the KUIU Mountain Star 2P tent with the gear loft. I'm a big freestanding tent guy, so this is my go-to tent on most every trip. Sleeping bag, because of the warmer temps, I can get away with a 30-degree bag. I'm a warm sleeper. If it drops down below that and I need more insulation, then I'll just add one of my other clothing pieces to it to help that rating go up. As far as sleep pads go, I've got a Sea to Summit Ether XT Light. Getting into gear, headlamp is an absolute must-have, and then a no-brainer for any hunt that anybody's ever been here in Alaska is a bug head net. Gotta have this. Inside here I've got my medical kit, which is pretty minimalist, knives, and some other small items that stay inside the pack. As far as water goes and water filtration, there's not an ounce of water that goes in my body in the backcountry that's not filtered. And inside here I've got a water filter pump, and then I keep 2 of our 3-liter water bladders. That way it gives me the ability to pack a lot more water if I get into country that's pretty dry, be able to stay up on top of the mountain longer without having to give up elevation to come down to get water. Got a personal hygiene kit, meds that I keep inside of a small zip dry bag, and then one more small zip dry bag that I keep all my miscellaneous equipment. I've got a phone scope in here, battery pack, phone cords, different items like that. And as far as meat care goes on this trip, I am taking one large quarter game bag and then an extra large roll top dry bag, and that'll cover me for meat, cape, and horns on a Dall sheep. As far as big optics go, taking the Swarovski ATX 65, running with the ultralight theme instead of the 95 that I usually go with, and then combining that with a Manfrotto carbon B-free tripod. Some of the other gear that I'm taking, set of camp shoes, which also work great for creek crossings. And then speaking of creek crossings, I carry a set of Woody's ultralight waders. That way I can just throw them on over my boots and cross creeks in a hurry if I need to. As far as cooking goes, there's a lot of different models out there, a lot of different setups. I've been using Jetboil for about a decade now. Never had an issue, so that's my go-to cooking set. And then the last piece of equipment that I'm going to cover are trekking poles. I'm a huge advocate of trekking poles. If it wasn't for these, I'd probably been dead 10 years ago. When you're coming off the mountain, packed, fully loaded, these are an absolute must-have item. I like aluminum models versus the carbon fiber. Carbon fiber, once it's broke, it's done. Or aluminum, if it's bent or broke, you've got the option to potentially fix them and keep on using those. So that's kind of the basic breakdown of the gear that I'm taking on this hunt. All in, I'm sitting at about 50 pounds. So hopefully this layout gives you a little bit better idea of what to pack for your upcoming trips, and good luck this fall.